Today is the International Women's Day, and every year on March 8th I'll see all these posts celebrating women who have done something amazing. And this year a lot of pro-Palestine activists and supporters are using today as a way to amplify the voices of the Palestinian women, show their courage and resilience. And I appreciate what they are trying to do, but I believe that if we want real long-lasting change, we cannot use the mass as tools. Now, let me explain what I mean. When we look at the International Women's Day, it has its origins in the West. In March 1908, a group of women in New York City, mainly immigrants, they went on a strike to protest against the poor working conditions and demand better pay and voting rights. Then a couple of years later, there was the first Women Conference. And then in 1911, there was the first official International Women's Day, which was celebrated, and that was in March. And then again, a few years later, there was, women in Russia going on a strike to demand better working conditions. So all these events happened in North America and Europe, not in the global South. And then finally in 1975, the United Nations declared March 8th as the International Women's Day. Now, we are talking about the same United Nations that hasn't been able to do anything about the genocide in Gaza, nor has it been able to do anything about the situation in Congo, Sudan, or Yemen for years. Now, even if we ignore how this day has come to be, we cannot ignore what it has turned to. It has become a day to celebrate individual women, women whose names are exploited to further the capitalist colonial agenda. I'll give you two examples. Malala Yousafzai, the Pakistani girl who stood up to the Taliban. What she did was amazing. She should be applauded and celebrated, but the West is actually using her to expose Muslim men as savages who suppress women. Another example, the Iranian women's rights activist Masih Alinejad. The West loves her. Why? Because of her anti-Islam rhetoric. So the West is actually using these women to further their own agenda. Now, as a Muslim, as a woman of color, as a woman from the global South, I cannot stand by while the West uses us to paint our men as savages, primitive, and terrorists. Because that is how the West has managed to scare everybody, to make them so afraid of the Muslim men, of the brown and black men. That is why Israel is getting away with this genocide. Now, that is just one of the many reasons why I believe we should not celebrate International Women's Day. It has really turned into a day where individual women are celebrated, female celebrities and influencers. And, remember, celebrities and influencers are part of the capitalistic system that promotes, individualism as a tool of colonialism. So if we are really committed to decolonization, we really need to untangle all these layers. We should question everything, and we cannot blindly continue these traditions, which, yes, in theory they sound nice, but in reality they are a harmful colonial tool. I would love to hear your thoughts.